guys, keeping up with China. So today we're back with another video. So first and foremost, I'd like to thank everybody. You guys, I just reached my 102 subscribers. Well, 100 plus something. But yeah, I did not know people were actually going to subscribe or even watch my videos. So I'm very grateful and thankful for you guys for always listening to me and keeping up with me. So thanks, guys. So this video is gonna be 10 tips for surviving nursing school. So we're just gonna jump right into it, okay? So the first tip is to buy a planner. Yeah, okay. Planners are like gonna be your best friend. Like when I tell you, planners are gonna be your best friend. Like what I do is at the beginning of each semester, I print out the syllabus for each class and just jot down each date and like assignments or presentations and stuff like that I have due. I will write down everything that's due and my planner for the whole semester, so I can know, so I can just have a gist of, what my whole semester is like, is gonna be like, if I'm gonna have class 3 times a week, or if I'm gonna have, clinicals like, twice a week. It just gives you like a very broad idea. Well, not yeah, a very small idea of what your semester is going to be like, so you can kind of be like prepared in some way. Number 2 kind of goes with number 1, which is to do a weekly to have like a weekly to-do list. Like with me, each Sunday, like I would sit there and just plan out my whole week. Like for example, I'll write down each assignments that I have due. Like if I have presentations due, like I will write all that down, my work schedule, everything that I have planned to do that week. I would literally just write them down and make sure that I do them and like check them off, so that I and actually do them, because that just keeps you on track of on top of it, on top of all of your excitement, so that you're so at the end of the semester or whatever like that, you're not like stressed out and trying to figure out how am I do this, and how am I trying to make up my grades, or well, not my grade, your grade. Yeah, so that's number 2. So make sure you have a to-do checklist every week. Number 3 is time management and prioritization. I think that's probably one of the most important thing that we have to actually learn in the nursing school. Time management is very important. Like with me, like sometimes I would have to pick between a nap or studying, and most of the time I go with a nap. But you really just have to prioritize. For example, like, would you rather be going out each week partying with your friends, or would you rather actually sit there and study and actually understand like a class that you're struggling and trying to understand it, so it's all about balancing stuff too. Like I'm not saying study every day and just always just be studying. Like, it's okay to have some fun and stuff, but also you have to be able to balance everything out. Like it's nice to have fun. Like I love to have fun too, and I make sure that I have fun. But you also have to make sure that your schoolwork and stuff like that, everything is being taken care of first, and that you're good. Because that's very important. So make sure that you prioritize your time and every and activities that you have to do, like homework or going out with friends. Prioritize them to make sure that you stay on track. All right, so number, let me see, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so tip number 4. I'm sorry, I have my little notebook here, my little handy dandy notebook. Okay, I'm sorry, like it's not gonna work because the lights are so bright. But number 4 is meeting up with your professors as soon as you know, like for example, I remember my first exam for, I believe, pharmacology. Was it pharmacology? No, I lied. Pathophysiology. My first exam, you guys, I bombed it. Like, I thought that class was so hard. Like, but after my first exam, after getting my grade for the first exam, and I saw the grade, I was like, yo, if this is how I'm gonna do, you know, for each exam, I'm gonna fail this class. And we all know that in nursing school you cannot afford to fail a class. You cannot. So after I got the score, I think I emailed the professor, and I asked her if we can meet up and stuff like that. So we met up, and we talked about, you know, things that I can improve on, and also she gave me some tips and, you know, ways to study for her class, and you know, just, you know, like quick advice and tips and stuff that could actually help me. And I actually took, you know, took those tips and stuff into consideration, and actually applied them to my studying habits and stuff like that. And for my next, well, for, because in that class we only had, like, I believe like 3 or 4 exams, and for the rest of the exams I actually passed them. Like, I actually did pretty good because, you know, I took that initiative to, you know, go and reach out to my professor, and, you know, they help me out. You know, like, you know, if you need help, you have to go out there and actually, you know, ask for help. And especially for me, like, it's kind of hard for me to actually, you know, take that extra step to actually, you know, go talk to people and actually, you know, ask for help because of my stuttering. But, you know, I try to not, you know, I try to not allow, you know, that to stop me. Like, you know, even if they look at me crazy, or you know, or just, you know, think of me, you know, a certain way or whatever, I just try to ignore it and just know that I'm doing this for me, for my, you know, benefit, and for my education, you know. So you gotta take that initiative to, you know, do well in the class and pass your exams and stuff. So that, I believe that was number 5. What? I lied. So number 5 is find your style of studying. That's very important too. Okay, all the tips that I'm giving you guys are important. You guys, I'm probably gonna say they're all important each time I say one of them, but to be honest, they're all important. But this tip, find your studying habit. It's very important to just find, you know, what fits best for you, because we all don't study the same way. We all don't learn certain things the same way. For me, I'm more of like a visual learner and auditory learner. Like, I cannot sit there and read the textbook all day long, or you know, I cannot read textbooks, because I will fall asleep. I will read the same sentence or the same paragraph over and over again, and still did not understand anything I read. So textbooks I don't do. Like, I like to, you know, be engaged, and, you know, have someone explaining it to me in a way that I can understand, you know. So, you know, you gotta find what works best for you. And also, when it comes to studying, I would say, you know, find what, you know, how you study best. Like, for me, I study best by myself alone in a quiet place. Like, I cannot, like, for me, I cannot just, you know, go in a group, like group studying and stuff. I cannot do, because I would get so distracted and I would not get anything done. Like, I would not get no studying done, and it would just be a waste of time. So, I mean, it's nice to, you know, sometimes here and there, you know, have a study group or whatever, but I wouldn't, I mean, for me personally, I know myself, and I would not get anything done if I were to have a studying group yeah, studying group. I don't know what I was waiting on, but yeah, studying group. That does not work for me. So yeah, so find the, what um what best works for you when it comes to your studying habits. I believe this is number 6, guys. So, yeah, number 6 is have a support system. Like, yeah, that is very important. Once again, they're all very important. But have a support system, like not only in school but also your family. Like, they will be the ones who will push you and cheer you on and encourage you and stuff like that, because there's gonna be days where like you don't want to do anything, you don't want to study, you just don't want to do anything, and they'll be there to like push you and be like, hey, you gotta study, you gotta do this, or for example, if you had a bad day, or if you failed an exam or something like that, they'll be there to be like, okay, it's okay, just try harder, they'll just be that so that system that will help you and encourage you to do better. So that's very important, because there's some days where like there's gonna be a lot of down days where like you just feel like you cannot do this, but they'll be there to help you out, even you're especially in school. Like, you gotta have at least that one person in school, or like not even in school, one person in your class that that you can trust, and that you guys work together, because you cannot do it all. Like, you cannot do nursing school all by yourself. You cannot, like, you need help, like, because there's gonna be times where like you'll forget stuff, and that one person is gonna be the one to like remind you of very crucial deadlines and stuff. There'll be that one person to help you out. So make sure that you have that one person that you trust, that will help you out, because I had that one person, and we helped each other out. We helped each other out. I can't talk, guys. We helped each other out a lot, and it's just really a good thing to have. To have someone there, you're getting, cry to, or just talk about how horrible nursing school is, and it's just nice to just have that one person, or 2 or 3, whatever. Number 7 is okay. This one is not really it's kind of like an advice. Well, yeah, is to there's this lady, she have a channel, and I don't remember her name, but I'll if I do remember, I'll put the link up. I'm in her name up here, but her channel is called Registered Nurse RN. Like, her videos are bomb.com, y'all. Like, her videos are so good. Like, I actually started to find myself like watching her videos for literally everything, like, because the way she explains stuff are so straightforward and just amazing. Like, it just explained it a way that you will understand, like, like when I tell you, if you are a nursing student and you don't know who she is, you are missing out, and you are missing out, because she is bomb.com, y'all. Like, she had like hundreds and hundreds of videos on her channel for literally everything. Okay, so make sure you guys check her out. If I remember, I'll post her link or her channel on the description box, so you guys can check her out if you're having trouble with certain parts or certain things, whatever. You can just go through her videos and stuff, and you will see it. Like, you will find it, you guys, because she have videos for literally everything. Number 8 is do not cram. Like, just don't do it. Don't cram. Do not cram, y'all. Look at my eyeballs. I'm so tired, y'all. But do not cram. Don't cram. Just don't do it. Like, you will regret it. Like I mean, there are some people like who can just cram in one night and actually get like good grades on all their exams. But for me, in that case, that's not me. Like, I actually have to study, you know, like a regular person. I have to study and review the things and make sure that I know the things, the material, you know. I mean, for me, I would say study at least a week before an exam, you know, and just give yourself you'll know enough time for you to actually go through the material like each day, little by little. Then, you know, instead of just, you know, waiting the night before and trying to just cram everything in. That I cannot do. Like, you know, studying at least, you know, an hour a day, you know, it just helps and it just relaxes me a little bit more. Then I'm not as stressed as I would be if I did just study the night before, because I would be stressed out and my brain would not, you know, nothing would stick, you know, to my brain, because I'm just cramming and I'm not really understanding, I'm not really learning the material. So yeah, so that's number 8. Number 9 is do not miss class do not miss class unless it's necessary. Like, you guys, I know there's a lot of days where, like, I just did not feel like going to class, like, because it's just like some days you just need a break, and sometimes you know you have, like, you know, life happens and stuff, and you'll have you'll know emergencies, or if you have kids and stuff like that. That's understandable, and, you know, if you have to miss a day or so, or if you, then that's okay. But make sure that, you know, if you do miss a day, that you have like a friend who will, call you or something and tell you, you know, the information that you missed, so that you know, you stay on track, and, you know, and not, you know, if you miss a whole day, which means you missed probably like a whole section or a whole 10 chapters worth of notes and lecture. So make sure, if you're going to miss a day, make sure that you have yourself covered. Make sure you have the notes or the lecture or something that you can go back to, and, you know, and go over those notes and stuff like that, right? But if you just don't miss a class unless you have to, guys. Just don't. All right. And then the last and final tip that I would give you guys for surviving nursing school is to find a hobby or a self-care activity. You guys, I cannot stress that enough. Like, nursing school is hard. Like, I'm not even going to sugarcoat it or try to make it sound like it's a walk in the park, because it's not. It's hard. There's gonna be days where, like, you just don't want to study, you don't want to think about the nursing school at all, you just don't want to, and that's okay, because you'll need, you know, time to, like, you know, take your mind away from all that, you know, studying, because you need to rejuvenate and refresh your brain, and, you know, so that's very important. For me, I try to have at least one day out the week that I don't study. Like, for me specifically, Saturdays are my study or my no study days, because I'm a 7-day Adventist. So, like, so I rest on the Sabbath day. Like, I'm not supposed to work or to do anything that, you know, I'm not supposed to do anything work related or studying related from Friday sundown to Saturday sundown. So I use that time to just relax, you know, spend time with my family, spend time with friends, have fun, go out, you know, just relax and have some fun, you know, and not think about the nursing school, because it really helps out a lot. It helps to just give you that extra pump that you need, or that extra oomph that you actually need to, you know, start the whole new week all over again. So I really advise that. Or, like, for example, I also go to the gym, I run, I, you know, exercise, I meditate, I journal, do all of that stuff, because it helps. It really helps. It really do, you guys. So take care of your mental health, because that's very important, and you guys will see exactly what I mean when you guys start nursing school, or if you are going through nursing school. You already know that mental health is very important. So we're just gonna stop right here, because this video is super long, but so I'm gonna stop right here. Thank you so much, guys. If you have made it this far to the video, thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys in my next video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and if you have any extra tips or you know, anything that you guys want to add, just make sure you leave it in the comment down below section. Okay, you know, y'all know what I mean. Okay, leave it down below, and yes, I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you so much. Bye.